Hello, I'm Eloise and this is my channel, and for today's video I am going to be showing you how I do my signature beachy waves for shorter hair. This technique is totally credited to the Blow Garden team. I would not be able to do my hair without them. The amount of tips and tricks they give me literally saves my life. So if you're interested to see how I go from this to this, then make sure you keep on watching. Before you do, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz, and let's crack on. So for today's hair look, you will need a pair of straighteners, a backcombing comb if you lack in the volume department, some texturizing spray from any brand. I use the Label M texturizing spray, some salt spray again from any brand, but I really like the fudge one. It smells amazing, as does the texturizing spray from Label M. This literally smells like men. You'll need some hairspray, especially if your hair drops out quite quickly like mine does, and also a sectioning clip. So because my hair is quite short, my first layer is quite hard to show you what I'm doing. So I might do a couple of layers and then I will come back and show you how I do it. Okay, so I've done 2 layers. So I literally go from like the middle of my ear back, pull up that layer, and then I go at the top of my ear, pull that up, and that is my layer. So for the next layer, I tend to probably do about 5 layers in my hair. I want my layers to be quite thin so that each, you'll see in a second, but each section is really, really small, so that gives it that really beachy, sort of small, individual, like, texture. Okay, so the next one I'll probably go from like my temple. Literally just use my fingers because who can be bothered to faff around with a comb? And I just clip that up like that. So as you can see, this is literally such a thin layer. I don't know if you can tell, but... So the first thing I'm going to do is take my Label M texturizing spray. Like I said, this smells incredible. I'm going to spray each layer. Because my hair is freshly washed, it is like silk. My hair is so slippery. I need a little bit of grit in my hair for it to hold a little bit better. So this is basically going to give me that. And then I'm going to take a tiny layer. Again, my hair is very fine if you haven't watched my hair videos before. But yeah, this is literally the tiniest section. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my straightener. I tend to go downwards rather than upwards. I find it a little bit more comfortable doing it this way. And I'm going to clamp my hair right at the start. And I'm going to twist it 180. So you've got like this sort of VC shape, and I'm literally just going to drag it down the hair like that. Oh, and because I kept that in a little bit too long, it's gone a little bit too curly. So to straighten that up a little bit, just going to straighten the end. So leave the curls exactly where they fall. Don't touch them until the very end where they completely cool down, because if you start to play with that, it's going to completely lose its shape. So now I'm going to go to the next one. So again, a really tiny section. For the sections at the start of my face, I tend to go away from the face. And then to get the beachiness, for the next section, we're going to go towards the face. So we're taking the hair, wrapping it 180 and pulling it down. And you've got a really nice, loose, beachy wave. And I literally just go all the way around my head, going in alternate sections. Make sure you've got that nice open V shape and you'll get a really nice loose beachy wave. I'll show you again when I get back round to the front. So in order for this one to come away from my face, I'm going to do this one towards my face. So I'm going to clamp the hair, 180, make sure you've got a nice open V and just pull it down like that. I'm hoping I'm explaining this well. Clamp the hair, 180, make sure you've got a nice open V. That's a really good one because it's really straight at the end. You can also loosen your grip at the end so it's almost not getting much heat at all, so it literally just falls straight out. So you can do that, but the way that I used to do beachy waves was completely curl all of my hair and then at the end straighten the ends. That's a really nice way of doing it as well. So now I'm going to take my Got To Be glued hairspray. I love this hairspray, it's amazing, especially for types of hair that fall out quite quickly. I need a really strong holding hairspray, but I don't put too much on. So I'm going to hold it quite far away Just 4 nice big sprays all around the head. So it's not too crispy. You don't want it too crispy. It's a really fab product for if you want to do like a slick hair as well. It's the best hairspray I've ever used. I've used it for years. Next up, I'm going to take a section to here, and then we're just going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to take our Label M texturising spray, tiny little section. So clamp your straightener from above rather than underneath. 180 twist, open V, and just pull it down. You can loosen your grip at the end if you want to, and that gives you a nice loose end. But if you struggle with that, then you can just pull the curl completely through and then straighten the end. So going towards the face in this one. By doing it alternate ways, it just means that the curls won't get entangled with each other. So it means that it looks a little bit more messy. You can definitely do this technique with a tong as well. I can always show you if you guys wanted me to do another hair tutorial. But I just find I'm a little bit more cat-handed with a tong. I don't know about you. But yeah, let me know if you want me to do some tong tutorials, because I can do that. If you wanted, actually, I can do my sort of glamour wave tutorial, because I use a tong for that. So if you want that, let me know. And again, don't touch the hair until the very end. Like, this looks very like Auntie Sue, but when we shake it out and put some salt spray in, it will look so good. So right, what I'm going to do is speed through now, and I'll see you when we're all curled. Okay, so I'm on my last section, and with a beachy wave, sometimes I like to do a zigzag parting. So I'm going to show you how. So I'm going to take the end of my back combing comb, and I'm literally just going to draw a zigzag on my parting, and then you take that like that, and it creates a really cool zigzag parting. So just for a messier look like this, it's quite nice to have more of a undone parting, I don't know. Right, I'm just going to continue on with the curling. Okay, we're here and we made it, and we look like Auntie Sue. So yeah, I need to give myself a last little spritz of hairspray, bear with. So before we start to mess this up, because Lord knows we need to, it looks awful right now, I do like to give myself a little bit of a root lift, because I have the finest hair and it is so limp and just rubbish. So I just like to take the crown of my head and the 2 sections at the front here. So what I'm going to do, hopefully you can see what I'm doing, is take a little section like that. Just comb the root a little bit. You don't want to comb through the curl just yet. And what we're going to do is start to back comb, but only the smallest amount. And then I'm just going to smooth over the top of that. And then we can do another section as well if you want to go a little bit lower. And just 1, 2, 3. And you want a comb kind of like this. It's got like in between teeth, so it's got a really nice way of back combing. So if you imagine this section, you want to go straight across like that. So I'm going to take the back section first, and then we'll do the front section. So at a diagonal like that. Smooth over the top, because you don't want to look like you've got a bird's nest. And then just this little fringy bit as well. So in the same direction as the other one. Can you see the difference in this side to this side? So same thing. So now what we're going to do is mess the curls up. So I literally just take my hands in the root and give myself a little shake, and then just travel upwards basically. And I tend to tuck one behind the ear just so that we've got a little bit of balance. This step is completely optional because a lot of people might not like the feeling of product in their hair, but I need product in my hair because otherwise it will literally just look like crap. But I need my messiness to last all day, so I'm going to use my Fudge Salt Spray. This smells like heaven, literally, it's so gorgeous. And I'm going to spritz it in my hair and then I'm going to blast it with my hairdryer. I like to lift the hair up. Just give it a generous spritz. And then on a low heat setting, I'm going to blast it. And that last step just completely takes it to another beachy level, and I just love the way that it looks. So there you have it, you guys. That is how I do my signature short hair beachy waves, and I love it. So remember, if you wanted me to do more of a put together glamour wave, then I can definitely do that. Just pop it in the comments below and I will make sure to do that for you guys. But if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz. I'm Eloise, this is my channel and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.